I wanted to see Greece. I had one plan and one small budget. I put £1,000 in my mind, every pound with a purpose. Months of planning, searching flights, reading reviews, learning off-season tricks. It was a challenge and a promise to myself. I wanted to feel the sea, see white houses and blue domes, eat gyros and walk on old stones. This is how I turned £1,000 into 1,000 memories. I woke up early, packed one carry-on, only what I needed. Passport, a little cash, one card, a small camera. Nervous and excited, I headed to the airport. The sun was warm, the taxi meter was low. I kept my money in a safe place. Small savings, long road. I wanted the real Greece. To meet people, eat where they eat, see the country through their eyes. My budget was my ticket to an authentic experience. This is how it began. Can £1,000 take me from Zimbabwe to Greece? Let's find out. The journey started at Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport in Harare. The air was filled with goodbyes and hellos. I checked in my single small bag. It was not a direct path. A long route, but the cheapest one. Zimbabwe to South Africa, into Europe, then Athens. I stared out the window as home got smaller and smaller. The long red line crossed countries I had only read about. I reread my Athens notes and checked my saved maps. Layovers were part of the adventure. I stretched, bought water, and kept moving. I ate a snack I packed to skip expensive airport food. A small victory. Finally, the last flight. The one to Athens. Lights of a huge city. The dark shape of the sea. After so many hours, I had crossed continents. Zimbabwe to Greece. The feeling was incredible. The adventure had truly begun. I remember that moment clearly. Flight return from Harare to Athens, about £400. I landed in Athens. The air smelled new and bright, with a hint of the sea. I took the metro from the airport. Clean, fast, and cheap. My first real look. New towers, old facades, steep streets, and cafes. My hotel was small, near the center. Not fancy, but perfect. A clean bed, a small shower, and a little balcony with a view. This choice saved a big chunk of my budget. Accommodation total for the week, about £250. Athens was warm and busy. I wandered with no destination. Markets of fruit and olives. Greek words like music around me. My first real Greek gyro. Warm pita, savory meat, tomatoes, onions, tzatziki. Delicious, perfect, and only a few pounds. A cheap Greek coffee and the world passing by. Walking, eating, looking. A day pass saved on transport. These small choices made the trip feel big. Food and drink, about £150 for the week. The first great sight was the Acropolis. You can see it from almost anywhere. White stones like a crown. The Parthenon on top. I paid the fee and went late to avoid crowds and heat. I climbed slowly among visitors speaking many languages. I touched the cool marble and tried to capture the feeling. Damaged by time, yet still magnificent against the blue sky. A sea of white buildings to the mountains and the far-off sea. I sat and let the history sink in. This felt real. Walking down at sunset was magical. The marble glowed, the city lit up. Worth every penny and a memory for life. Free walking tour tomorrow. Small museums with low fees and cafes off the main squares. Athens felt both ancient and alive. One day I planned Santorini, the sea day. I chose the ferry, longer but cheaper, part of the adventure. I sat outside, felt the wind, watched the Aegean turn deep blue. Hours passed peacefully. I listened to the sea and felt free. Green and brown smudges on the horizon. The blue was mesmerizing. Cliffs rose high, red and black volcanic layers. White towns on the rim, like snow on mountaintops. A local bus climbed the switchbacks to my cheap guest house. A simple room, a perfect view. Priority, wake up to the sea. My plan worked. I still had money for the days ahead. Blue domes and sugar cube houses in narrow lanes. Cats sleeping in the sun. We gathered for sunset. Orange, pink, then purple. Famous for a reason. I avoided front row prices. Fresh fish and lemon juice. Not too expensive. Black volcanic sand, calm clear water. I felt small and happy. Every step, incredible views on the old volcano rim. Evenings were all glow and conversations. I joined a free tour and visited small, low-cost museums. Sometimes I cooked a simple meal, pack light, book flights early, use metro and buses, eat in small cafes and bakeries, keep a notebook of every expense. On my last day, I added up everything. The final number looked good. I had some money left. Relief and pride washed over me. Activities and tickets, about £80. Transport total, about 120. I bought a postcard of Santorini and a little magnet. I kept the rest for a taxi to the airport. No worries on the last ride. I traveled from Zimbabwe to Greece on £1,000. Ferries, domes, food, and kind people. I felt brave. It was a success. Travel can be simple and bright. You can do it too.